Sign up today for a 7-day free trial at alerts.chartguys.com. Hey everyone, checking in on the cryptocurrency sector. Some things to note. First off, put out a video on market correlations on our YouTube channel yesterday. That's worth checking out. And I'm also going to do a live public Q&A on Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Not the kind of Q&A, hey, what's this chart look like? But more bigger picture questions about trading and about things along that line. Psychology, rules, stop losses, that kind of stuff. Not, hey, what's this chart look like? So I'll post links and I'll keep reminding you, and I hope you join us. So Bitcoin on the daily time frame is pretty much giving the bulls an ideal 2 days in a row right now, where we had a bear break, where we had the daily higher low established, weak bounce, little lower low, but no real bear follow through. Inside bar, bull break, big follow through on increasing bull volume. Is this because of fears of the coronavirus and the market dumping and gold going up? I don't know. I'm not seeing a tick for tick correlation over the past 2 days, but what I do know is that narrative doesn't hurt. It cannot hurt Bitcoin, it can only help it. And I know that myself as a trader, I have the mindset whenever I see market weakness, I want to see what Bitcoin is doing, and I know I'm not the only one that's going to pay extra attention to the cryptocurrency space when those other broader market things are going on. So at this point, if we want to condense things, we look at the 3-day time frame. That's a bull flag on Bitcoin. The burden of proof is on the bears to prove to us that it is not a bull flag. To do so, they would have to reject 91.95 and drop down and break 82.16 support. At this point, we are $700 above support, and we are $300 or less below resistance. So much closer to a resistance break than a support break. We were looking at one of our recent videos, the weekly inside bars, and we said, need to be cautious because if these weekly inside bars break bearish, then that indicates weekly consolidation to find a higher low is underway. This week, bulls are saying, nope, inside bar bull break. We're not ready for weekly consolidation at this point. For bulls looking for entries, the 4-hour uptrend has been strong. We're a bit extended at this point. The 4-hour RSI is up near historical pullback levels. It can definitely go a little bit higher, but a bit extended. So bulls more comfortable entering on 4-hour higher lows with anything above 85.56, a 4-hour higher low. If we were to run without 4-hour consolidation to 9,200 from here, it's a potential top fishing play for bears. If we consolidate on the way up, bulls will not be as extended, and it will be less of a top fishing play, in my opinion. So, congrats to the bulls, looking good. I currently don't have any short-term positions. I've been paying more attention to the stock world. We've had tons of volatility the last couple of days in stocks. And just as a comparison, Bitcoin today from low of the day to the high of the day is currently up about 4%. And Tesla today from low of the day to the high of the day is up about 5%. And it's on, what, 100 times more volume? $5 billion traded versus maybe 60 million in Bitcoin. So I prefer that more volume, but definitely opportunity in both places. So I will potentially be looking for a 4-hour higher low entry with the anticipation that a bull break over 9,200 is more likely than not with the current setup. Bitcoin dominance chart. This is definitely worth paying attention to this week. We are getting close to a break. Low, high, higher, low. So we have a double top up at 68.31 and 33, and we have a double bottom down at 66.91 and 66.95. We are looking to potentially stay within this range for another few days, but when this breaks, it's going to give us the answer to the question, what should I be playing short term? Altcoins like Ethereum and Litecoin and others, or Bitcoin? Right now, it goes either way because it's been a tight range. It hasn't been a huge difference, but when this break does occur, it will open things up a little bit in terms of making one decision, the right decision, versus the other. Litecoin, daily lower high breaking, getting over 59.13, 63.17 is the key resistance level. Little uptick in bull volume, daily inside bar bull break, weekly inside bar bull break, no weekly consolidation yet. And we're looking back up at that recent high. 4-hour higher low, anything above 55.79 keeps that higher low uptrend intact. Just as an example of a trade, if looking to enter on consolidation, let's say I want to enter on a 4-hour higher low on Bitcoin. I wait for the pattern of a higher low every candle to break. That means consolidation is underway. And then I said a few scale in orders. Let's say if we were to top out right now, there's no sign of that happening, but just as an example, we top out at 89.31, we set a 4-hour inside bar, and then that inside bar breaks bearish. Maybe I set one order at 87.51, another order at 86.51, and another order at 86.01. That would be 3 entries scaling in to the higher low, and I would put my stop under 85.56 because if that level breaks, the 4-hour uptrend is lost and my reason for wanting to be in the trade is no longer there. I want to be in the trade for a 4-hour uptrend looking to break daily resistance. If that 4-hour higher low pattern breaks, then we're going to have something more along the lines of a 2-day equilibrium, and we would then look for a higher low. So again, there's no indication of a top, there's no indication of the 4-hour uptrend breaking, but that's just an example of how I use the uptrend to my advantage for both placing a stop level and for establishing a game plan. So Litecoin, 4-hour uptrend here as well. LTC, BTC, similar to the US dollar pairing, the only difference is we have a double top at 67.88. Unable to break that level, we have to see the bulls change the daily trend ideally. Anything above 61.20 would be a higher low on the daily. And if we can change the daily trend, the bulls will look to have a 3-day bull flag try and follow through as well. Although it's less of a bull flag, less convincing. And you know what? I wouldn't call it a bull flag. The pullback too significant percentage-wise due or compared to the size of the move. So not a bull flag in my opinion, but a daily trend change would go a long way for giving the bulls confidence. Right now, it's a clear lower high pattern on the daily after that double top rejection. ETH USD, 171.05 is the level to break. It's a double top at this point. We're on the verge of breaking it clearly, but the Bitcoin and Litecoin bull breaks have been more clear at this point than ETH USD. 4-hour higher low, anything above 164.89, perfect bounce right off the exponential support on that back test. ETH BTC, really nice 12-hour equilibrium, heading down towards support. And you can know that without even looking at this chart, because if it's going to be weaker than Bitcoin, if Bitcoin has broken its resistance more convincing than Ethereum has, then we know the ETH BTC chart is going down. 1954 resistance is a multiple top, and 1885 is multiple bottoms. Have to hold this level, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it hold and for it to continue tightening with the Bitcoin dominance chart and to see them break at the same time sometime in the next few days. XRP USD is weaker. Daily lower high still intact, 241. Anything under that keeps the daily lower high pattern intact, but the bulls have created enough space with this bounce to be looking for a daily higher low when we do top out. 4-hour uptrend here as well. Higher low of 22.6. Exponential support, a great visual guide for these 4-hour higher lows. Binance, still a daily lower high pattern as well. Certainly still a bull flag on the daily time frame, looking really strong here. Resistance is 1840 and 1850. And again, if we fail to break that resistance, 4-hour uptrend is intact. Anything above 1722 is a 4-hour higher low. If we lose the 4-hour uptrend, we look for a daily higher low to try and form. Link USD. Resistance of 285 with the double top there. So anything under that's just a lower high, but again, 4-hour uptrend. Higher low is 256. If we lose the 4-hour uptrend, we look for a daily higher low to form. Everybody's correlated, similarly doing similar things, just some slightly stronger and some slightly weaker. BCH USD, daily lower high broke of 354.53, 405 resistance, which we are approaching, and the 4-hour uptrend. We have not established a 4-hour higher low anytime recently, and we're going to be looking for that soon. And we'll have the 4-hour exponential support as a visual guide looking for that higher low. Dash USD. So the Dash daily resistance broke. Equilibrium bull break at 115.25. We saw a very quick $10 spike up. It did not last long at all. And you can see it happened all on a few candles and gave a lot of it back. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, it's more of a tightening range with the high of that bull move, the low of consolidation, which was a 4-hour higher low at 112.80, a lower high at 119.30, and then a double bottom at 113.20. So a tightening range here. Let's go to the 2-hour time frame to open it up a little bit more detail. Anything under 119.30 is a lower high, staying in this tightening range. If that tightening range breaks bearish, it's a bit of a red flag. We would have a big upper wick and pullback from our daily resistance break. If it breaks bullish, then we can look for some follow through on that daily resistance break. Very similar chart for ETC USD, except it is holding its gains. Big volume spike, seeing about 400% more volume today compared to yesterday. The bull break was 949, and we are convincingly over that level by over 10%. 4-hour uptrend intact. We haven't consolidated yet on the 4-hour. If we do, exponential support is a visual guide looking for a 4-hour higher low with resistance up at 1207. BSV USD has not broken yet. It's still in a tightening equilibrium. So anything under 328 is just a lower high. And we just topped out at 322.59. 4-hour uptrend still intact. Last higher low is 276.90. Bulls are going to be hoping to give this resistance another shot. If we lose the 4-hour uptrend without breaking 328, we have a daily equilibrium to be watching. So that's where we stand overall. Bulls just fine in the crypto space, and we're continuing to run up here on Bitcoin, heading towards 9,000, all about 9,200. Little bit extended on the 4-hour time frame. Again, if we head up to 9,200 with no 4-hour consolidation, that 4-hour RSI is going to be at one of the highest levels that we've seen in a pretty long time, pretty much since that huge move up to 10,500. So just a bit extended. But again, bulls extremely comfortable knowing that even if we don't break resistance, plenty of space for 4-hour higher lows, and plenty of bulls that miss this move are going to be looking for entries on 4-hour higher lows. If we break 9,200, the odds that our monthly higher lows and equilibriums are intact will increase significantly, and we'll anticipate that this is likely to continue to tighten into the middle of 2020. So when we check in next, potentially tomorrow, depending on how things go, we will either still have a 4-hour uptrend, we will likely have consolidated on the 4-hour, looking for a higher low since then, and the bulls will likely still be keeping some control on that 4-hour time frame unless there is a very significant, complete 180 turnaround for the bears to take momentum. At this point, Bitcoin can consolidate multiple percent and still be holding a 4-hour higher low. Can pull back 4% and still be in a 4-hour uptrend. Looking at Bitcoin and gold, just as some comparison for fun. I'd say they're pretty correlated over the past bunch of days. The difference being Bitcoin's trading 7 days a week. This chart only has gold trading 5 days a week. There we go. So bull move the last couple days on Bitcoin. Bull move after healthy weekly consolidation on gold. Just something I'm keeping an eye on. Not significant enough for it to be ever present, but I'm watching it. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you soon. Do good things.